This is the Bondi 9, the ultimate comfort shoes from Hoka. Every detail here, from the oversized midsole to the upper with all these extra elements and the smooth transition, it's all made to make your running experience more comfortable, especially on long runs. In this video, I'll show you their advantages and where they fall short compared to a well-established max cushioning shoe, the Nike Vomero 18. First thing you notice in these shoes, how well they fit. They somehow feel a bit loose, but at the same time, very connected to your foot. That's mostly thanks to the upper. The midfoot part is well reinforced. You've got a ton of extra design elements that spread the lace pressure evenly. So you get a tighter feel in the middle, but still full-length comfort. The heel counter isn't too stiff, which actually helps with comfort. It just stops your heel from slipping and moving. More of a barrier than a hug. And that's amazing for blisters. I highly doubt you'll get any in the Bondi 9. Nike Vomero, in comparison, feels a bit less impressive in this area. There's reinforcement in the front, midfoot, and a stiff heel counter. All that gives you a solid lockdown, but I wouldn't say it's the best on the market. So when it comes to how well the shoes attach to your foot, Bondi clearly wins. Second thing you notice, comfort. Lockdown plays a role here, so it makes sense to talk about them together. Like I said, Bondi has that amazing combo of being loose, yet secure. On top of that, you get the signature Hoka Deep Heel Cup, which keeps your foot locked in and avoids wobbling. The roomy toe box also adds to that comfort. I really love their fit. I enjoy long runs in them, and I know I'm well taken care of throughout. If we compare it to the Nike Vomero, it's actually quite close. Vomero also has a slightly wider fit, soft bumpers around the heel collar, and a decent heel cup to hold your foot in place. But there's a slight lack of lockdown, which does make a difference. If I had to rate the comfort, I'd give a slight edge to Bondi, but that doesn't mean Nike is bad. It's just a bit different. Now let's talk about where Bondi falls short compared to Vomero. First thing, bounce. Vomero foam feels bouncy, playful, fun. Emotionally, Vomero is a clear winner. Hoka's foam doesn't feel that energetic. That said, it's not bad either. And yeah, I recently posted a short video that shows Bondi has more bounce in a visual test. But to be honest, all those ball drop tests are just fun visuals. They don't really reflect reality. Same goes for durometer numbers, shoe cutting, microscopes, smoke tests. Maybe I'll do a separate video about that one day. For now, let's focus on what matters. In real running conditions, Vomero feels more bouncy. Another area where Vomero takes the lead is cushioning. Thanks to a softer foam and higher stack height, you get amazing shock absorption. You barely feel the ground. I'd recommend these even for heaviest runners. Bondi, while still max cushion, feels a bit less forgiving, but hear me out. That's not a bad thing. Super plush cushioning is great for some runners, but not for everyone. Bondi offers more versatility. Experienced runners can use them for long runs. Beginners can use them for daily training. So yes, there's a difference. But don't think maximum rating always means the best option for you. Now let's talk about stability, and this is where Hoka dominates. Bondi has a wide base, a serious heel cup, and a firmer foam that doesn't wobble much. That gives you a super stable ride. Every step feels like the last one. That reduces strain on your stabilizing muscles and lowers the risk of fatigue injuries. Vomero, on the other hand, is a bit less stable. The soft, bouncy foam compresses differently with each step, which adds some variability. It's still decent thanks to the wide base and heel cup, but compared to Bondi, Hoka is clearly the winner here. Transition is an interesting one. Both shoes do it really well. Bondi has a nice rocker and toe spring that guides you from landing to push off. It's smooth, it's energetic, and perfect for long runs when your legs are getting tired. Vomero, though, might be even better. It also guides your stride, but makes better use of the bouncy foam. You get the same efficiency, but with a bit more pop. That's hard to achieve, and it's really impressive from Nike. So even though I rate them equally in transition, Vomero might be a more advanced, more technological solution. Next, ventilation. Both shoes have a double-layer mesh upper with reinforced and breathable zones, but there's a small difference. Bondi has more structure in the midfoot, which slightly reduces breathability. Vomero doesn't, so it's a bit more ventilated. But as I always say, low breathability is not a problem. We all have hot and cold seasons. One shoe might work better than the other depending on the weather. Grip, I prefer Vomero here. It has a deeper tread pattern on the rubber outsole, which gives better traction. Bondi also has rubber, but the tread isn't as aggressive. Slightly less grip on tougher surfaces. Durability, about the same. Vomero might lose bounce quicker. Hoka foam also tends to lose its original feel over time, so don't expect either to last forever. And this is the final ranking of these shoes. Now, let's talk about use cases. I'd recommend the Hoka Bondi 9 for runners doing long runs, or even your first marathon. They're really solid. Also great for heavier runners doing daily training. But maybe not for extremely heavy runners. Nike Vomero 18 though, I'd recommend them if you want to have fun. The bounce is uplifting, both physically and emotionally. Also good for slightly experienced heavy runners who already developed some stability. I wouldn't recommend either for race day. There are better shoes for setting records. And I'd warn non-experienced runners against the Vomero due to limited stability. And also, extremely heavy runners might want to skip the Bondi. And that's the full picture for these two shoes. Hope that helps you with your future selection.